Alright, I'm back. I'm ready to rumble.
Are you ready to be traumatized again?
Oh no, I'm ready. I'm ready to kick Bay's rear end into the ground. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ripping ready to go. Bay knocked me down. Because Bay knocked me down the first time. She kicked me into the ground, and then she stomped on me again. But you know what? I say not today. Not this time, Bay. You're not gonna knock me down this time.
Would you like to distract yourself by talking about your second best Star Wars movie?
I will, but first, I gotta let Bay know what I think of her. Because she's walking up right now. Okay, where is she? Ah, Perry the Platypus. So, we meet again, Bay the... There's no alliteration that works like Perry the Platypus does. Bay the ballerina.
She's not a ballerina, she's a martial artist.
Okay, so what rhymes
Bay the
with
boxer?
Yeah, Bay the boxer. What an unexpected surprise. So we meet again. Well, you may have knocked me down the first time, but that's not gonna happen again. I promise you my attacks will shake your very... Huh?
I said that's not what she's actually saying.
I promise you my attacks will shake your very soul this time, and the best trainer will win. Well, guess what, Bay? Let me tell you something. You may have beat me the first time I fought you, but not this time. I've learned. I'm better. I have trained, and I'm gonna be the very best like no one ever was, so you're not gonna win this time. You got that, Bay? I hope you understand that. Howlitcha. That's the Pokemon name. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is the rematch against Bay that we've all been waiting for.
Do we want to just cut to a preview of what's about to happen?
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out. Anyway, so Star Wars. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back. I know everyone loves that movie. It meanders a lot in the middle. So I'm not the big, like, opening scene is great, except I have to wonder why they don't just fly why they don't just go behind the freaking AT-ATs instead of flying straight towards them. The ending is obviously saves that movie as well, the whole Cloud City thing. The middle part, where Han Solo and everyone else is on the run the whole movie, and Luke's training the whole movie, very, very slowly paced. Whereas A New Hope is probably my favorite because it's the most tightly crafted out of all of them. It's a very compact, neat little story. It has all the different characters working together. It's just a nice core group of people you can relate to. Then nice fun little adventure. Anyway, yeah, that's my rankings of the Star Wars movies. So actually, basically, it almost perfectly lines up with the original trilogy core groups up at top. The sequel trilogy lines up in the middle, and the prequels are at the bottom, almost perfectly. Also, keep in mind, I have not seen many of these movies in a very long time. The most recent of those movies that I saw was Rise of Skywalker, and that was a year ago. I only saw that movie once when it first came out. So, I should rewatch them again.
I've recently watched the prequel trilogy.
Why did you do that?
Because my cousin wanted to watch all the Star Wars movies for the first time, so I decided to watch them with her. Why did your cousin want to do that? Because she had never seen all the Star Wars movie. So she fell asleep during the second one. No, she fell asleep during the first one and the second one, and she spent like a solid 10 minutes yelling about how bad the visuals were for the first one, saying, "Why does this field look like this? Why?"
I mean, so ordinarily, I am the last person to criticize graphics in anything because obviously graphical fidelity will increase naturally over time. For instance,
she really wasn't enjoying it.
I mean, it's hard to enjoy the prequels, but so that's a question. So you prefer to show the prequels first before the original trilogy to someone? No,
she did the original trilogy first, then she started watching the prequels.
Because I
just happened to watch the prequels with her after she watched the original trilogy. Because I was trying to get her to watch Clone Wars.
Because that's a topic that is very divisive, I know, among Star Wars fans. Like, do you show them the prequels before the original trilogy?
Show them the good stuff first, so they keep watching.
So I would not show, like, I would not show them the prequels. Sorry, I wouldn't show them Star Wars movies. Like, I would not go out of my way to show them the Star Wars movies. I just don't care enough about it to do that. But if I did, I would start with the original trilogy and then go prequels and then the sequel trilogy. But that's, I mean, there's other movies I would prefer them. I would also make sure they understand that there's only 3 Toy Story movies. And there was... If anyone tells me there was a fourth one, they're lying. Because that... I hate that. That's probably my most hated movie of all time, honestly. Like, it's... Ugh. So yeah, that's my... Again, haven't seen the Star Wars movies in a while. I am not a massive Star Wars fan, so I'm probably not the right person to actually rank them, but that's where they stand in my rankings list. And they're not that far off from hers. If my memory serves me right. I imagine our Marvel rankings are probably pretty similar too.
I mean, aside from the obvious differences, because I was someone who enjoyed. If I were to rank Thor movies, Ragnarok is on top. Oh, I need a new pin for all. I forgot I had that poster. I just made myself sad by looking up.
Why?
Because I have a Black Panther poster on my wall, and I'm like, oh, it needs a new pin, and I just made myself really sad, going, oh, that's sad.
That was the quickest change in emotional range I've had in a long time, because I had just finished watching the new Phineas and Ferb movie, and I was like, man, that movie was fantastic, and I was like on top of the world to finally have another Phineas and Ferb thing to consume. And then I got on my computer, and I found out the news that Chadwick Boseman, God, that was word salad. Chadwick Boseman passed away. And that was like the quickest shift in emotional range ever, from like on top of the world to heart sinking into the stomach kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm putting new pins in his poster.
I also didn't talk about Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
Captain Marvel is a movie where, so first off, the opening scene is like the laziest attempt at trying to develop characters I think I've ever seen. They literally just stick her in a mind machine and they quickly flash by all her memories. Like, who wrote this? And then the end scene...
I think it had 2 writers, if I'm correct. Or it had 2 directors. It had 2 somethings.
And then the end scene where she just becomes a god.
She inhaled the Infinity Stone. Well, Fury inhaled the Infinity Stone before that. But she super inhaled it.
I can't get invested in a story where there's a character that just can do everything. Like, she literally just tears through the ship effortlessly. I'm like... My investment was gone because I just knew she was just going to tear through everything immediately. I was more invested in the flight down on Earth. Where Nick Fury and the pilot were flying through the canyons. Like, that's like, alright, let's see some cool flying shots. Up there in the ship, I'm like, yeah, she's just going to tear through everything. Cool. Like, whatever.
Oh, you know what I'm really excited for Marvel?
The correct answer is everything, because you just, like I said before, you voraciously devour everything Marvel-related.
Yes, but specifically, it was announced, but it's not in production yet.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No, that's in production.
Loki?
That's in production.
Thor: Love and Thunder?
That's in production. No, it's not in production. No, not that. I'll give you a hint. It's not on their official lineup for Phase 4, but it was announced that they were going to make one of... Actually, there's 2 things. They're going to make these.
I have no idea.
Marvel fans will agree with one of these things, at least, because we deserve this, and we have deserved this for the past how many ever years it has been since that first movie came out.
I should make it clear, she's my source for Marvel news. So, whatever.
I'm probably not the best source, but I am a source.
I have no idea.
Okay. I'll start with the one that you definitely don't know, and that I'm just personally excited about because I like this character in the comics. So, there is a character in the comics named Miss Marvel.
I did hear something about that, okay.
Yes, there's a TV show allegedly that's going to be produced about her. I'm super excited, because I think she's amazing. I'm not going to elaborate more, because if I start elaborating, I'm not going to stop. Anyways, the movie after that I'm excited about, that they have announced, is that they're going to remake Fantastic Four. Which is something... Fantastic Four has been done so dirty by Hollywood.
feel like that and X-Men have just not been
treated all that well.
But X-Men actually got some really good movies, like at the start and then like Days of Future Past was really good. Basically the first two and then the fourth one. Not the other three. The first two and the fourth one. Which is a pattern. But every Fantastic Four movie that's ever been made has just been really bad.
I've heard such things.
You didn't have to see the one that came out in like what, 2015, 2016?
I haven't seen any of them, and I don't plan to start anytime soon.
The only ones you should watch are the ones from the early 2000s. Do not watch the one that has Michael B. Jordan in it. You will. They put Chris Evans and Michael B. Jordan out of failed superhero movies into big name superhero movies where they actually did really well.
Yeah, so all the stuff he's talking about right now, I'm pretty sure she did tell me all this stuff, because when Marvel had their big Phase 4 announcement event last summer, I was on vacation, and I landed in the airport, and suddenly my phone just blew up with about 1,000 texts from her, because she had been spam texting me.
It was 4 a.m., by the way, where I was.
Yeah, she had been spam texting me all of the information that from the Phase 4, and like all caps, like, oh my god, there's another thing announced. I'm just like, I'm almost dead tired.
For 3 hours straight.
Yeah, she just dumped all the information on me at the exact same time. But in other news, I just beat Bay first try. Yeah. The Bay the Boxer has been conquered. Zap forgot Boom Burst and learned Shift Gear instead. Great. Oh man, that was That was so much more satisfying than the first time around because I actually beat her first try this time instead of losing.
Victory! Is there anyone else you have to fight?
Why are you asking me?
Because I don't remember.
I think so because yes, because there's the central thing. There's the first round that I fought against BD.
Who are you fighting against now then?
I don't know. I'm in the final set of dialogue. Your strength nearly made me want to turn and run on my bare feet. Okay, cool. Thanks, I noticed that. It's kind of impossible to not know.
Dedicated to her craft, don't judge her!
These are the results of the second round. Whoa, Ryan gloriously defeated Piers. Okay, then I guess, alright, we're fighting Raihan. I think he's the last guy.
Oh,
we gotta fight out.
Poor Piers.
Oh, here's Marnie and, yep. Sorry, Trevor, I thought my bro could revenge me, but he lost to Raihan.
Aww.
You look so sloppy out there that people are gonna think we're both weak because we're related. Yikes. But I was able to show everyone in the audience how amazing a proper battle without using Dynamax can be. Alright, I get it, but that's exactly why I wanted you to win. I still thought it was a brilliant battle, though. I'm counting on you to win, Trevor.
Oh, that makes sense.
Got that? I'll be cheering for you. Sorry to come in for a chin wag just before the final match. Ryan's waiting for you on the pitch. Looking forward to a right good battle. You will be sorely disappointed, but all I care about is that we beat Bay. That's literally all I was worried about. The rest of the game, like, sure, throw at me whatever you want. I'll handle it. But the only thing that I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to handle was Bay, and I defeated her first try. So, the rest of the game, this final match, should be a straight shot to victory, right?
Ha ha ha.
You're laughing. I don't like the fact that you're laughing. I don't like when people laugh at me when I say that I'm about to do something. That means they know something I don't, and that I'm probably not about to actually do the thing that I say that I'm going to.
I ran out of Pokemon.
You made it all the way here. I guess that's why the champion himself endorsed you, yeah? Liam's my rival, and he chose you, so I've got to first prove I'm better than you if I'm to beat him. I've reworked my whole team, and now we're all geared up for one-on-one battles. You might be thinking that you beat me once already, but if you think I'm the same Raihan you faced in the Dream Challenge, you'll soon regret it. Raihan, I beat Bay. I don't care how much you've trained. I can handle anything. There's absolutely nothing that can knock me down anymore.
Don't jinx yourself.
Huh?
I said don't jinx yourself.
Look, I know I sound really arrogant, but do you remember how badly Bay kicked my ass the first time?
My audio cut out. Yeah.
So I said, I know I sound really arrogant, but you do remember how badly Bay kicked my ass the first time, right?
Hello? 64, 65, 66,
hello?
67.
Can you?
Hi, I got 67.
Like, so, okay, apparently my audio wasn't coming through.
Did you hear me counting?
No, I did hear you. I heard you the whole time, but you couldn't hear me.
So you definitely heard that hesitation after 39 then.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't forget that 40 came after 39. What are you talking about?
Hey, at least you can count to more than 5, unlike a certain other person we know.
If...
I should probably give context for that. We were going to a haunted house attraction type thing with some of our friends. One of our friends had a very specific requirement that she would not come with us unless exactly 5 people were going. I don't know why, but she did. So then the night before we were supposed to go there, she said in the group chat we had made, she said, wait, there's only 4 of us.
Days before. But...
No, it was the night before. It was.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. The night before we were struggling to coordinate last minute details. But she said in the group chat, hey, there's only 4 of us, not 5. And then we all just collectively told her, count again, because she forgot to include herself. So now the running gag since has just been that she can't count to 5. But, anyway, what I was saying earlier, I know it makes it sound really arrogant to say that, hey, nothing can knock me down anymore, but you do remember how badly Bae kicked my ass the first time, right?
Yes.
So, pardon me for feeling like I'm on top of the world right now.
I don't blame you.
A little hang in there, Bubble. Alright. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Yeah, so that's the last Bae battle, right? I don't have to fight Bae again for the rest of the game?
Don't believe so.
Good. That means I've conquered every Bae battle, and she cannot harm me anymore. Unless you're lying to me, in which case, oh well, but... You know. I have faith... I have faith that you are telling me the truth.
Yes, trust me.
Also, every Pokemon's above level 50.
What is your Pokemon at?
No, all my Pokemon, in my party, I mean, they're all above level 50.
Oh, what about everyone else?
You mean like the Pokemon we're fighting against?
Yeah.
I'll check once he sends out the next one. Level 54.
You just, like, not check the levels?
I haven't had to, because I've been able to make my way through the game pretty effortlessly recently. So, Bubble and Howler level 56, Zap and Musho level 52, Pose level 51, and Squirrel's level 50. So, I think my team is...
You're doing good.
Yeah.
What do you think you were doing when you had Bae?
Huh?
When you had to fight Bae?
How was my level, you mean?
Yeah, when your level was just like, ha, fighting type plus under level? That's a terrible combination.
And yet, I still somehow managed to defeat her.
After 2 tries.
2 attempts. But, you know.
It took a minute, but you got there eventually.
Through enough perseverance, I did manage to conquer Bae. I don't quite know how, but I managed to persevere.
I forgot to buy a certain Pokeball that I'm not going to tell you because spoilers.
Remember when we started this because you wanted to give me advice and actually help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were fun days. Those days don't exist anymore.
Now I just laugh.
Yeah, you laugh as I struggle to figure out what's going on.
I gave you all the advice I could think of. / wanted to give you. I gave you a picture of the Elite Four.
Ah, yeah, the thing that's not even in this game.
Exactly. I'm helping you for futures.
Uh-huh.
Future preparations.
Yeah, I used Water Pledge. And that did a lot of damage. But it's not very effective, he says, but it drained a lot of his freaking health. Then again, it also killed me, but that's fine. Bubble fainted.
You gave it your best shot, man!
Okay, what do we got? We got, let's use Zap. Also,
by the way, did you see that AOC streamed again?
No.
Yeah, she did another stream. This one wasn't for like a campaign or anything. Well, maybe everything's always for a campaign, but you know what I mean. She did a stream with a Canadian politician, And she streamed Among Us again, by the way. And she was this time she was joined by a Canadian politician.
I'll say this much. The first time I found out that she was going to be streaming on Twitch with a bunch of YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, I was like...
I thought it was a lie. I'm gonna be honest.
I was just so baffled. It's like, wait, really? This is actually happening? Like, I had to do a double take because it's like, this feels like a dream is what's happening right now. Like, this isn't real. This is me making something up in my head. It's gotta be. But, whatever. Yeah, no, I did not know that, Wait, what the... Wait, my speed and attack rose?
Did you get confused following it?
What? No, I did not. But... Okay, he's dead now. Great. I think I actually used the shift gear... Oh, I just used something that raised my... Oh, I did... Oh, okay, didn't even know that.
You did a boo-boo?
Yes, I did. I did indeed do a boo-boo. But now we're gonna use... Now we're gonna use Poe, and we're gonna win. And the problem is, Ice, Dragon, and Fairy types are all what's weak against the... Against this guy's types. Problem is that I don't those are the 3 types of Pokemon that I just don't have. So...
Show me donuts.
You know, problems arise when that happens. Okay, you used Rain Dance. What is Rain Dance doing to me?
Do you wanna hear about one of the stupidest things that's ever happened in Pokemon history?
I can't wait for you to tell me all about it.
Okay, so you know who the infamous 4Kids Animations studio is?
Yes, I know them from the Sonic games. They always reference the 4Kids cast in reference to some of the voice actors.
Okay, so 4Kids Animation subbed a lot of anime back in the day. However, they were also in charge of localization. Now, this localization, how do we put it? It wasn't always the best of decisions. I'll give you an example. And also a very large mistake they made, because why the heck did they license this show in the first place? Because it wasn't for kids, that's for sure. They got the rights to One Piece. And because they were trying to make One Piece kid-friendly, a manga/anime that is inherently not kid-friendly at all, do you want to hear about the weapons, or the smoking, or the blood?
Preferably none of the above, I guess.
Yeah, so one of the characters, his key thing is like he smokes a cigar all the time. So to cover it up, they stuck a lollipop onto the end of the cigar stick. Like, they kept the stick, they just stuck a lollipop head on the end of it. So he'd be eating a lollipop instead of smoking a cigar. And then the weapons. So one of the characters holds a gun in the second episode. So instead of a gun, they turned it into this weird boot contraption. And then another character got shot with arrows in a different episode, but because, blood and violence, they just turned them into plungers instead.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, the localization by 4Kids was really crap. The intro in English was pretty cool. That was a cool rap. But aside from that, it was pretty crap. So, moving along.
Moving right along
in search of
to
good
Pokemon.
times.
They were in charge of the Pokemon dub for a while. And Pokemon, it's made in Japan, so they have like a bunch of Japanese references and, cultural stuff. So apparently 4Kids thought kids are really, really stupid. And they had, because there were rice balls in the show that the characters ate in like one episode. And, they're like, oh, kids in America won't know what rice balls are, which isn't like a stupid assumption to make. Their solution, however, was to not cover the rice balls at all and just make the characters call them jelly donuts.
Okay.
That was a decision they made.
That was a decision. You got that part right.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched... I've listened to a lot of anime music covers by Name Wants to Battle, but I haven't actually watched any anime. I mean, I've consumed a lot of media with an anime art style, like obviously Ace Attorney, Doki Doki Literature Club, Zero Escape, and all that. But I haven't actually sat down to watch any episodes of an anime TV show, not even the Ace Attorney anime, because it's like, why would I choose to watch the show when I can play the games instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's just my logic going into that. But I've heard... I also just don't think that the style of shows would be for me. Like, because it's obviously, a lot of things in anime are very overly exaggerated. I'm sure that's not a controversial thing to say.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know. I'll say this. The anime cutscenes in the Ace Attorney games, like the later ones, Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice, and apparently the Professor Layton crossover has a lot of cutscenes too. Which, saying apparently obviously is odd because at the time that this video is coming out, I'll already be midway through my Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Let's Play. But at the time I'm recording this, I haven't started recording it yet. I haven't even announced that I'm gonna do a Let's Play on that, although I imagine that pretty much everybody who's watching my channel can assume, hey, you play the Ace Attorney games, you
play the crossover.
He played the Professor Layton games, I wonder if he's gonna play the crossover. And it's installed on my 3DS, just ready, waiting for me to play it, so just a matter of me actually getting around to recording it. But we're focusing on recording this first.
Have you seen the Imperial Pikachu March?
I think I actually sent that to you. Either that or you sent it to me. But yes, I have seen it. And it's adorable and also hilarious.
Yes.
Also, I believe that Ryan's about to send it his last Pokemon.
You can tell if you look at the Pokeballs in the corner.
I'm aware of that, but I can't see them right now because they're not, like, the UI hasn't loaded yet. And yes, it is the last one. But I had no way of knowing that at the time that I said that. Well, I gotta get you out here because you're not gonna do anything for me. But you are gonna do something for me, so let's get Mushu back in here. And then you're gonna Dynamax that. Yeah, because like, the UI with all the Pokeballs doesn't load in until the UI with all the moves popped in, and I said that as the cutscene was happening with where Raihan was talking, so I didn't have any way to actually confirm it.
I will be the winner! Takes a selfie, throws out Dynamax.
Yeah, he does take a selfie. He just took another one.
Yeah, he likes it. He's the center of attention.
Ah, yes, the giant building, I forgot about that. The giant building Pokemon, that's my favorite.
Giant building!
Giant building, can we... Remember when they remade Bob the Builder?
No, actually.
Good. That's probably for the best, because let me tell you. Mushu just got annihilated. Okay, let me tell you, the Bob the Builder remake...
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
You good?
Revolutions of the Dalek trailer comes out today.
Huh?
I'm a Doctor Who nut too, by the way.
Oh no. Oh god.
That's something that happened while I was at college. I watched the rest. I watched all of David Tennant's, all of Matt Smith. I'm working on Pierre Capaldi's right now, and then I have to watch. My brain. My brain just cut out right there.
Yeah.
I know her name, Jodie Whittaker.
Because I was gonna say, I'd like to think you and I have a pretty good, like, we know each other fairly well at this point. Doctor Who was not, like, that was not within my realm of information about you, and that would explain why, because that was a trait you developed, or something you learned about in college, so that would explain it.
I had started binging it before, but I didn't have time to finish it. So I started deciding, I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish it now. And yeah.
The show that I binged was Suits, which was one of the best TV shows ever. It was freaking fantastic. It's in layman's terms, it's about two lawyers. Well, one of them isn't actually a lawyer. It's someone who is just really, really intelligent, and he's passed the bar for other people before, but now he's been given a chance to actually, like, practice as an attorney. So he takes that opportunity. And it's just, you know, it's about the inner office politics, the drama of the courtroom cases, and then the relationships between all the people who are involved in it. It's really, really good. Like, season 8 was calculated torture, but the actual everything else was fantastic, and what a beautiful ending that show was. But yeah, one show I have not been watching, because I just don't care, is The Mandalorian, but I've heard nothing but unbridled praise for that.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I've been watching it with my dad. Like, we went to go get food on Friday because my sister was out for like some school football game because her quote-unquote boyfriend was playing. Apparently my sister got a quote-unquote boyfriend while I was at college.
A quote-unquote boyfriend?
She hasn't confirmed he is her boyfriend.
Oh,
but he's over so much, and she goes over to his house so much. It's kind of being implied at this point. I'm not going to believe it until she tells me herself.
I don't need to. Oh my god, I don't need to be reminded of high school drama.
Let's talk about Doctor Who, or I'll talk about Doctor Who.
I can say one thing, is that one person I met in middle school, was obsessed with Doctor Who and went on a calculated mission to try to convert everybody in the middle school to quote-unquote Whovians. So, he failed with me, but, you know. Anyway, I seized victory. I defeated Rayhan.
Yay! Well, Doctor Who, it's great. It's very British. It is very British. Like, I've actually watched a lot of British television in college now that I think about it. Don't know why. It's specifically British. But I have. Did Rayhan give you a pat on the head and say, good job, you get to fight the champion now?
Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready to face off against the final battle. Right, you reckon I should cheer for Trevor too, don't you? Couldn't agree more. After all, we did start this thing out together way back in Postwick. Yeah, 30 episodes ago. So you better beat Lee, you hear? If anyone can beat the unbeatable champion, it'll be you, mate. Sure.
It's time to face Lee.
Alright.
Lee, the undefeated champion.
Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? Aside from...
And... Lee!
Well, first off, something's gonna go wrong here. Because number one, the cutscene's already framed differently, which means something's different's gonna happen. Number two, Rose is still doing evil things, so we have to stop him. And that's about it. So something's gonna happen here. The 10's still there on the pitch, and the exact opposite from the audience, cheering and yelling. They're both fantastic, wouldn't you say? But remember, the audience is also a bit cruel. They want nothing more than to see one of us lose, after all. It can fill you with fear knowing that, but I absolutely love pushing past the fear. I love giving it everything I've got as a trainer and seeing my team give everything they've got to seize another victory. It's the greatest feeling in the world, and I can't get enough of it. I can feel my partners itching with anticipation inside their Pokeballs. We're going to have a real champion time. I'm the Galar Region's champion, Leon. Me and Charizard and all the rest of our team will use all our knowledge and experience to crush you completely.
And... Twist?
Wait, hold on! Hey, look at the monitor! What is that on the big screen?
Oh no! The plot caught up with you!
Hello there, Leon and Trevor. Just letting you know that I am taking over the world now. Hello there, Parrot the Platypus. I think it's time brought about the darkest day for the sake of the tri-state area's future, of course. But I'm in a bit of a pickle. The energy released by the darkest day is too much for us to contain.
Oh, really?
Rose, what did you do? I'm sorry it comes to this, but it's you who forced my hand, Leon. You refused to listen. What?
What? Baby Rose was a little more insane than you gave him credit for.
Rose?
Here's an inspirational quote for the end of the game.
What are you doing? Stop hanging around! Go! Leave! That Pikachu knows for Hamlock Stadium, right? What in the world did the chairman do? I don't know, but everything he was saying yesterday, did he really pull this crazy stunt to solve some problem 1,000 years in the future? Oh no, don't you dare Zero escape me with this. I've got to go see what's going on. I'm now the champion, I have to go. I should realize what the chairman intended to do before it came to this. I'll take responsibility now for fixing this mess. This is the real champion time.
Zero what now?
Zero Escape is a game franchise. I don't know.
Is there time travel in it?
I do not really want to get into it right now.
Then I won't ask about it.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Especially after the third game. Oh no. Nope. Don't even, nope. Not opening that can of worms. I want to help my brother, Trevor. I've got to, but I can't even manage to beat you, so what sort of help could I ever be? You could go home.
That's depressing.
Just try. What can I even do? Hold the phone. The chairman was talking about the darkest day. That's the thing where the sky went all dark once ages and ages ago, right? But where's Sonya? Sonya has been absent from this game for like 3 hours.
She's doing research. Let her be Professor Sonya.
But I don't want Hop as my companion. What does he mean? He's bringing that about? And where do we even hear that name?
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm the only person in the world who enjoys Hop.
I'm starting to feel that way as well. Statue of the Hero in Motostokes. Sonya said something back then, didn't she? Though it turned out to be wrong, since there were actually 2 heroes and all that. Still, those 2 managed to bring an end to the darkest day with a Sword and Shield Pokemon. Sonya thought the Pokemon might still be sleeping somewhere though, right? We should try to find them, Trevor, but where to start looking? Let me guess. Back in the Slumbering Weald? That's it. I'm sure it's got to be the Slumbering Weald. That illusion you tried to fight off that day. It must have been one of the Pokemon that are supposed to be sleeping there. Let's go back to the Slumbering Weald. If we're lucky, then we'll find something that can help. That's a bit of a leap in logic there, friends, because the last time you went there, nothing. Oh, alright. Okay. I guess we're going back to Slumbering Weald. Hey, there she is! Ask and thou shalt receive. Professor Sonya. In the flesh.
Sonya!
Huh? Trevor and Hop? I completely forgot about the championship match. What are you two doing here? We're here to save the world. Oh, hello, Mum. Haven't seen you in 30 episodes. Haven't you been watching the news and all? The tournament's off, Sonya. The chairman saw to that and is sending the entire region into a state of havoc. Huh? What? What happened while I was researching things in the Slumbering Weald? Well,
oh, by the way, your mom didn't show up to the championship in person.
What a... Thanks for the support, Mom. Thanks for the love and care. Thanks for supporting my dream. There's a great black storm or something raging over Hamlock Stadium. What are they calling it? The darkest day? It's when everything in disarray. I'm sure we don't need to worry too much. What? Hey, the world's crumbling apart around us. There's a giant
and 2 kids are in charge of saving it.
But don't worry, I'm sure we'll be fine. Hold on a tick, ma'am. Did you say the darkest day? The darkest day is the name for the black storm that nearly brought the Galar region to ruin in ancient times. So what are you here for, Trevor? To search for the sword Pokemon is what we're really here for. I suppose if the legends are true, then the Sword and Shield Pokemon should be able to prevent the darkest day from coming to pass. They may be just what we need to beat back the Black Storm. Okay, here, take this. You should head to the Slumbering Weald. I'll catch up with you once I'm done looking into something that's been bothering me. Well, I mean, so you can do that, which means I'll go into the Slumbering Weald by myself, and you can talk to Hop, because Hop's been bothering all of us. So you can feel free to look into him. Pay the max survivor and even bags from medicine pocket. Oh, great, he's coming with us. Phenomenal. We got 3 max revives. That's cool. Bye.
Yay. Bye.
All that matters is that you do what you can. You become a fine Pokemon trainer, after all. Why didn't you say that when I was right there? You waited until I was out of earshot. This mom's getting on my nerves.
Your mom?
No, not my mom. My mom's great. This mom, the one in the game.
Yeah, that's what I meant, your mom. So when did they show up to your game?
And the one who waited until I was out of earshot to say, "You're a great Pokemon trainer, honey. Thanks, Mom."